Hello! I'm just back from the Edmonton Fibre Frolic that happened today, November 13th, at the Italian Cultural Center from 10 till 4 today. My friend and I had tickets to enter and shop from 10 to 11, which was great. I'm an early bird. I like to get things going early in the morning. The day was started with a quick speech from an Indigenous elder. She was a beautiful woman who has experience with working with her hands from a very early age, and she welcomed us today to share, I guess, the work of our hands, which was a lovely way to start the day. And then we got shopping. I'm going to show you some footage from the various vendors that we saw, and I hope that you enjoy seeing some of the local talent from here in Edmonton, Alberta at this Edmonton Fibre Frolic. I had some very specific ideas on what I wanted to get at the Edmonton Fibre Frolic. I didn't want to buy too much. That never really works well for me. But I'm interested in trying some new things. And I think maybe you'll see some of the things that I purchased today sort of indicate that. So the first place I started was at Sea Turtle Arts. They have this great zebra sock yarn, and it is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. This is the Freckle Juice colorway. And I've been seeing this sort of base more and more, where there is a black sort of fiber that is marled or barber poled with white base and then dyed over top. So I wanted to try out a base like that and see how it worked. And this is my first purchase from Sea Turtle Fibre Arts. They dye out of Calgary, I believe. If I'm wrong, I will make a note. The next vendor I visited or purchased from was one that is familiar to me, and it's Lily and Pine. Lily and Pine is quite well known for her neon colors, which is interesting because a lot of her yarn is pastel-y with perhaps some neon sparkles or speckles. I'll get it right. But I was looking for some fingering and some fluffy yarn to be held double for some mittens for my mother. So I got these two yarns, which I will hold together. It is a 74% baby Surrey alpaca, 26% silk, in the rose petals colorway. There is 328 yards and 50 grams of this yarn, so a little bit goes a long way. And that will be held together with her Daylily sock base. This is an 80/20 superwash merino nylon, also in the rose petals colorway. So I think holding these together will give me a pretty DK, fuzzy, fluffy yarn that I will make some mittens for my mother. And then I also got a skein of the Dandelion base, which is again the Surrey alpaca silk in the Sunshine and Lollipops colorway. This is maybe a really good example of how Lily and Pine uses some softer pastel colors and then speckles on some brighter neon shades. This, I think, is destined to be made into a hat. I have a pattern for a hat from Moon and Turtle, the book Moon and Turtle, that is an outer fingering weight hat with a fluffy fiber-based liner. So it's a double weight yarn. I'll maybe stick a picture of it here. And so I think I'll use this for the inside and then another color for the outside. So that's my plans for my Lily and Pine yarn. I also stopped by the Ginger Snap booth. Now, I recently finished a pair of socks in her Frenzy color base, which is a beautiful sort of gradient that speckles throughout, really stunning yarn. And she has a new base out, just debuted at the Edmonton Fibre Frolic, and that is her Squishy DK sock yarn. This is a 75/25 superwash merino nylon in a DK weight. So that nylon content in the sock yarn will help it wear really nicely. This is the Gretel colorway, which I think looks like some really cute gingerbread socks with some hot pink for contrast. And so I'm looking forward to casting these on and giving them a try, and I'll let you know what I think of her new base. Now, Ginger Snap also sells their own handmade Cocoa Snap wool wash, and I picked some up because I loved the scent of it. This wool wash comes in a very small bottle, and it is a coconut and lime flavor. So shake well before use, add to cool water, soak 15 minutes and lay flat to dry, like a lot of other wool washes, but this one is a coconut sort of margarita flavor, and I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I'll let you know what I think of all my new products when I've given them a try. That is my little yarn haul from the Edmonton Fibre Frolic. It was a really lovely morning out. It was beautiful, to see so many knitters. It is cooler right now in Edmonton, so there weren't as many handmade sweaters worn at this event because everyone was wearing their warm puffy jackets, but there was lots of pretty scarves and hats, and everyone was happy to share the projects they've been working on and to squish and feel some new yarn. So I had a great morning out. I feel like I did pretty well. There will be some socks in my future with this zebra sock yarn and also this DK sock yarn. I have to work through some Christmas presents first, but these will be jumping on my needles soon, as soon as I can. I hope that you enjoyed my little footage of the Edmonton Fibre Frolic. Thanks for spending some time with me to see some local makers. I was delighted that at this event, they had a little cafe where you could purchase some food for lunch if you like, but they were also serving wine and Prosecco. So my good friend and I finished off our morning of yarn shopping with a glass of Prosecco to celebrate local makers, to celebrate being together and being able to spend some time at a yarn festival. Again, it's been a while. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time on another episode of Jolene Knits a Lot. Bye.